So I introduced this a little bit yesterday. We went through a few practice problems together, and they're in the January 14th notes section, but I wanted to review it a little bit more today before I gave you an assignment on it. So we're working with multiplying and dividing equations. We're trying to find a variable, but we're working on multiplying and dividing in order to find the variable. So similar to when we're adding and subtracting, when we're multiplying and dividing, our number one goal is to get the variable by itself. Okay, so I see my variable here is b, and I need to get that by itself. Right now, it is telling me 4 times b equals negative 64. So just like in addition and subtraction, I need to take the opposite of 4 times b, and the opposite of multiplication would be division. So I'm going to divide by 4 so that those guys cancel out. And basically it's just saying like 4 divided by 4 is 1b. I don't need the 1 in front of it. I can just leave it as b. If I did that, if I divided by 4 on one side, I have to do it on my other side. So I'm going to take negative 64 divided by 4. If you need to work this out long division wise, you can. 4 goes into 6 one time. 6 minus 4 is 2. Bring down my 4. 4 goes into 24 6 times with nothing left over. I only had one negative in my equation, so that means my answer must be negative. So my final answer is b equals negative 16. Okay. And I'm trying to give you examples today that are going to be similar to what you'll find on the worksheet. That way, when you're struggling with a question on the worksheet, you have an example that's almost exactly like it in your notes. Okay, so this one I have 16.8 equals 4x. Remember, no matter which side our variable is on, we're still doing the same thing. Okay, I need to get x by itself. So right now it's saying 4 times x. I need to do the opposite of times, or multiplication. So I'm going to divide. And when I take 4 divided by 4, it's like saying 1x. 4 divided by 4 is 1. I still have my x. I don't need to put the 1 in front of it, so I just don't. Okay, so if I did divided by 4 on one side, I also have to divide by 4 on the other. And that tells me to do 16.8 divided by 4. 4 goes into 16 4 times. Don't forget to put your decimal up in your answer as well. 4 goes into 8 2 times. And so I get x is equal to 4.2. Okay, everything was positive, so my answer can be positive. Let's look at this next one here. This one, you're going to notice something. You have a double negative up here, and there is no number in between those two negative signs, which means they cancel out and we make a positive. So now this is like saying positive 60 equals negative 30x. Okay, my negative 30 is with my x, but I want my x by itself. So instead of doing negative 30 times x, I need to do the opposite, which is divide. So I'm going to divide by negative 30.